Greetings, people of the world. Matthew back with you here at Navora Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. It is day 74 of 75 for EDSS here in the Realm Reborn as he begins his penultimate day as a Lancer here in the Realm Reborn. We've gotten now up to a point where I have been able to do some grinding to get myself to within just over 50,000 points still needed to get to experience level 44, which is what we need to be able to go on to take on Garuda tomorrow on day 75. But the way we're going to get there is by taking on some of the side quests that I have not yet been able to take on. One is here in Gridania and the remainder are in Coerthas. So we're going to start by speaking with Selene and her little watering can as she waters the flowers. Let's take on her level 43 challenge entitled Adventurer for Hire. Selene needs a seasoned adventurer to go with her perfume. Okay. A fellow greenthumb asked me to pick up two things to Gridania, sweet rose perfume and a good adventurer. I've the perfume, though it took some doing. We botanists do tend to be miserly with our sweetness. And as for the adventurer, hello, handsome! You really think so? Well, that completes this shopping list. Adventurer, would you mind taking this perfume and yourself to Julerand at Little Solace? I don't think that'll be much of a problem, especially since once we complete this task, that means we can move on to going to Coerthas and taking on all the tasks over there. So, away we go. So now we want to make sure that the person that requires this item does indeed get it, and then we can take on the new set of level 40 quests that were available over at Whiteburn Front in Coerthas. And once I've taken care of all those, I'm quite certain that I will be over the top and at level 44. And I gotta remember to stop taking drinks of water before I start recording, because that kind of makes things go inside me or happen inside me that aren't supposed to happen when you take a drink of water. And I've never understood as to why that is. But that's beside the point. As we find the wood whaler, or no, this isn't a wood whaler, just from a distance it looked like a wood whaler. Let's speak with Julerand. Hello there, you're an adventurer. Say, you don't happen to have some sweet rose perfume, do you? Well, is this it, what you're looking for? Selene's a good one, alright. Both the perfume and the adventure. She knows how to get things done, that woman. And just like that, the task is completed. I want to see, is this one also 43 or high level quests? Let's zoom in and find out. Oh, I'm already zoomed in. Well, you know what, let's not worry about it. Since Julerand is under the task force, we might as well take it. Let's take his level 43 challenge entitled Some Seedy Business. What drives Julerand to seek an adventurer's help? The sweet smell of success, or the acrid stench of failure? My master sent me to these parts to bring back the seeds of the Sylvan Lily, but look, it's really difficult to find something in a place you don't even know. So I thought I'd go to the Sylphs. First I asked Selene what gift I should get, and since I couldn't find any of that sweet rose stuff, I asked Selene to get me some. And then I thought about how much better it would be to have an envoy. You know, someone not me, talk to the Sylphs. I mean, they're very strange. So I asked Selene to find me a good adventurer, which we can see where this is going, obviously. Look, I'm doing the best I can here. Yes, I could be doing myself, but then Master probably won't get his seeds. So will you please give the perfume to the Sylphs and find out where the lily seeds are? That's all. And when you're done with that, could you collect the seeds and deliver them to Master Botanist Cain at the Sanctum of the 12? That's all. I'll ask Selene to do the rest. Yeah, in this game, Cain has given up his Dragoon's attire for a shovel and some seeds and some trees, I guess. Alright, Delexia's who we need to speak to. Gathering one does not observe common courtesies. This one thinks gathering one must learn manners. Well, what if I hand it to you, then what? This one likes the scent of the sweet rose. The bottle makes a scent in this one also likes. Walking one brings good gifts. Yeah, that other walking one over there would have liked to have given to you, but honestly you gave him a swift kick between the legs and told him to beat it. Walking one one seeks seeds of the Sylvan Lily? Walking one shall find it in Lark's Call if lucky, and looking at the ground. This one warns Walking One, Lark's Call is full of touched ones not kind like these ones. Walking One will be careful, yes? Well, let's see how far into Lark's Call we have to go. Oh, not that far at all. 3 different spots. And we'll see if this all works out. So, away we go. Yeah, if we're here getting an opportunity to get more extra experience, might as well take it, no need to waste it. They're giving us an opportunity, by all means I will accept it. So, back over the bridge and over into Lark's Call, where we are no doubt going to have to put up with a whole slew of enemies. And in fact, to play it safe, let's bring out my Chocobo. Alright, Chocobo back out on the field. So, I'm pretty much certain that, yeah, we're gonna have to cross Ochus and other various feral enemies in order to get what we require. Okay, yeah, there's the first set of seeds, but we have to, as expected, kill off these 2 Ochu in order to access it. So that is what we shall do. Almost like the other one's walking away, it's not even noticing us. And heck, I'll take it, if it means we can get our hands on this lily seed. Yeah, I knew it was too good to be true. I just had a feeling that it was too good to be true, and I was right. And that one pretty much wrote itself, essentially, because of the fact that you think it's walking away, but you're still too close to be keeping yourself safe. So let's get this first Sylvan Lily seed. With that taken care of, off to the northwest, where we will obviously have to fight off more Ochus and other like enemies. So, who wants some? Who wants some from my lance right now? Now keep up the good work there, Lanza. Together we shall slay this Ochu. Don't know if these things are edible, but I would never want to find out. Alright, can we access it here from here? We can. Good. But we still have to fight off enemies that are feral. Because yeah, here comes the Molted Ziz, and in addition to that, it looks like we brought out some additional reinforcements that we weren't counting on. Yeah, a Sylphid Sai is attacking from a distance, so thus we have to go greet it and beat it. Yes, we're going to greet it and beat it. As painful as that sounds, but it's unfortunately something that we have to take care of. And let's keep on going and bring this Sylphid Sai to an end. It's down. Alright, let's try and avoid getting attacked by the Ziz on the right. And we were able to successfully do so. But once again, we have to get through enemies in order to get to what we require. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and put out these Sylvan Screeches and the Snarls and see to their end. Alright, you're down. And now it's your turn and I've been paralyzed. Well, that's not good. But at least once we beat this thing, we will have what we require. I'm determined to see that through to the end. And it is gone. Here's our final Sylvan Lily seed. And we do have to fight off an enemy. Now we're not required to fight it off. We can just leave and finish the challenge, but being the good Samaritan that I am, I want to see this through to its conclusion. And so that's what I'll do. And there it is. The victory is ours, and we can now bestow the seeds to Mr. Kane. Rosebud. Well, not in this instance. It's not rosebuds, it's just basic seeds. Rose seeds, perhaps. No, they're not rose seeds, they're lily seeds. Yeah, what am I thinking? I know exactly what they are because I've just been picking them for the last few minutes. Here we go. Bridge over to the safe side of Lark's Call, where these guys will not be threatening me at any stretch of the imagination because I'm too powerful for them. So we'll make our way over to the crossover and then to the Kreisel. And let's take that 270-degree turn and begin to head northward. Over back to the Sanctum of the 12, where we will find the former Dragoon known as Cain and give him what he requires. As the sun begins to set here on the realm reborn for another day. So I guess Cain is getting these seeds just in the nick of time. So I guess he'll be very grateful that we bestowed these upon him. Yeah, there is the man. There's the man without his Dragoon armor. Well, let's go ahead and see how he's doing these days, now being a gardener here in Gridania and in the Black Shroud. Good, good. All I need is a bed of sylvan lilies there. Well, here's what you require. These are the seeds of the sylvan lily. How did you know? Ah, I see. Julerand. How do you do all the work, did he? Out of these seeds will come white flowers, the tint of pure light without even a hint of color. That is what faith is, you see. There are 12 hues, 12 paths to travel to a place where all walls fall and all hues become as one. But I'm a botanist. 'Twould be a poor garden that has but one hue. I hope you will take respite here and see the beauty we have wrought. And with that, we can take the experience plus choice of potions. I'll take the lightning ward potions because those are what I need the most. Now, Cain has another challenge, and you know what? If I don't have to do as much stuff in Coerthas, I'll just go ahead and stick around right here. So let's take Cain's level 43 challenge entitled, This One's for the Lovers. A rose is a helping hand, at least when a kindly botanist spots a man on the verge of botching his trough. Uh-oh. Once when I was doing some work in the herb garden, a goldsmith was there installing new veins on the whirligig. We got to talking, and do you know what she did? She wed me, the minx. Would that be Merwin? The 12 give in mysterious ways, and these gardens have seen their share of lovers. I can spot them quite easily. Why, there was one just now, head over heels, yet tongue-tied. Youth is wasted on the young, if that makes any sense. Well, I must have been such a clod as that once, though I refuse to believe it in my heart. We must stand together, we clods in love. May I ask you to slip him a bouquet of my special Azuma roses? Slip him a bouquet? You're sure you didn't get that wrong, did you? Yeah, considering the period era that we're in, I think Cain might have misspoke there. But yeah, we can give the roses to the nervy nipper. Unless these roses are supposed to go to someone that he have gotten an affection for. Where are you, sir? Right here, trying to hide in the corner, and yeah, look how nervy he is. We are two souls inhabiting one body, and... Wait, that's not right. Oh no, I should have learned to talk. I mean, I should have. Well, will this bundle of roses help, this bouquet? No thanks, I'm taken. Oh, a delivery from a friend of the happy couple? This is beautiful. And it smells so good. Thank you. Really, thank you. I don't need a speech. I'm just going to give her these roses and tell her the truth. I spent the morning at the sanctum pledging my love for her before the 12. Well, that's all we needed to do. Let's go back to Cain. Yeah, apparently the bouquet is for someone that the Nipper was wanting to express his affection to. So yeah, I was reading that wrong. Yeah, the period era would not allow such a thing. Not like these days. Alright, Cain. Went well, did it? Everyone needs a little help sometimes. We who work in the gardens know that better than most. The great oaks, the tender seedling, exotics, and the commonplace. They all need care, even you, adventurer. And so, that's taken care of, and so, nothing further for us to do here in the East Shroud. So that means that, based on the points that I currently have, we may need only 1 or 2 quests at Coerthas. So, I will meet you guys back over in Coerthas at Whitebrim Front to take on what's left to get us to level 44, so be right back. Okay, back at Whitebrim Front here in Coerthas, we now have a whole new slew of level 40 challenges for us to take. We have no less than 7 of them, and that's not including the Levimet, which is right over here. So, because of that, will make this very easy for us to get to experience level 44. And I might as well take on as many as I can, just to leave me with a little extra insurance, because I know I'm going to need to continue to increase my experience levels. Actually, there are other ways I can go about doing it, but I'm going to start with the one that I see that is most visible. And that will be through Berengo, or through Berengois. Hard to tell with that one name. Let's take on this level 40 challenge entitled The Bone Collector. Sir Berengois strikes you as a man with a sizable chip upon his shoulder, and such men are often ready to spend handsomely. Adventurer, how would you like to assist a dragon slayer? Hey, if it means putting down Rome Mythos King, I like that idea. I put a bolt through a dragon while manning the balliste overlooking the gorges. I saw its death throes and then it plunged. But nobody will believe me. I had not the time to collect a trophy before I was relieved, and they will not credit what they do not see. The carcass is out there in the bottom of a gorge, just waiting to be claimed. I hear you can find anything, and I need a dragon bone to show the others. So said dragon bone is going to be over here in the northwest. We have to go over into the ravine where we found the body of the true late Inquisitor Guillaume back on day 69. So it's going to be over this direction. So we'll just go over to where we can get ourselves into a suitable position where we can free fall. Because the fall won't kill me. Here we go! Oh! Well, I almost got killed there by an attack. That wouldn't have been good. Hey there, Lanza. So yeah, it looks like there's an attack going on here. We just need to find, there it is, Fallen Dragon. So what I need to do now... Oh, thank you there, Trevor Skyleaf. Come on. Allow me to select the guy. So I can't do it, huh? Fine. Just a simple storm salute will suffice. Alright, let's go ahead and get our hands on the piece of the dragon bone. Yeah, it's certainly a suitable size, isn't it? Alright. Then let's mount my chocobo and be on our way. Find our way back out of here. Yeah, because there's obviously what's left of the dragon, so now we have to deliver the bone. And we're going to follow Trevor Skyleaf out of here. Yeah, it's too bad I couldn't highlight him so that I could storm salute him. But yeah, I guess in this instance, just doing it plainly is sufficient enough. Yeah, because I guess I should thank him for healing me after taking the free fall in order to get the highly coveted dragon bone for Berengois. And since we obviously did the same task, obviously I'm going to be following him. Alright, Berengois. Here's what you were requiring. Did you get my dragon bone? That was my first dragon, you know. It's special. I can understand why. Yes, yes, dragon bone! Who's spinning yarns now, huh? By the fury! Berengois, dragon slayer, blessed in the eyes of Alone. I have dreamed of this. Do you realize that I shall be commended by the Archbishop himself? Well, I congratulate you as being the first person to find out about this wonderful news. Alright, and since we have Force Mal right over here, this grizzled old man, let's take his level 40 challenge to put us over the top, entitled Ice Ice Daily. Rumor has it that Force Mal has a job that involves travel. I am a part of the expedition to Snowcloak. Know you that great ice wall that swells like a braggart's tail? There is much danger in those parts, and so it was that my group took on sell swords. However, afflicted by the creatures that stalk the wilderness, they abandoned their post and fled. Now what manner of cravenness is this? It beggars all belief. You leave no stone unturned to complete your mission, they say. What say you? Will you guide the expedition? We are in sorry need of a sword arm. You'll know more from Udelik at Snowcloak. Be well, adventurer. Keep my people safe. Well, I can't offer you a sword arm, but I can offer you my lance. And it turns out, once we actually speak with Udelik, we will actually be going over the top and getting to level 44. But we'll see this challenge through to its conclusion. So off we go to the southwest of the land of Coerthas. And we've been over this direction before in order to expose the fake Inquisitor Guillaume. And that was also back on day 69. No time for you, Hippo Serfs. I have a job to do. And that's with Udelik. Or would it be Udelich? I don't know. It sounds more Eastern European than French. But the person we're looking for is going to be right over here. Yes, and has a person with a challenge of their own. So every little bit helps. So let's dismount from my chocobo and speak with Udelik. Oh, and this is a female. It is it. Oh, for smart statue. By the Ruth of Halon, you are welcome here. We had even contemplated abandoning the expedition for lack of guards. The dragoons here can be of no help, they say, stretched thin as they are with their dragon walls. Your presence was truly fortuitous. And with that completed, we are now up to level 44, and now have earned the right to go take on Garuda. But since we're here, we might as well take the time to help out Udelik and Lancefell with their respective challenges. Let's start with the level 40 challenge entitled A Heart Divided. Udelik seems glad of your presence, and cannot wait to set you to work. Saturday, ready to work my hub? Excellent! There is a trio of Hippo Serfs that must be called, for they have taken to standing in the way and procrastinating endlessly over which patch of ice to lick. Yeah, that's a weird quandary to have. Well, we ran past some Hippo Serfs earlier, so let's go ahead and beat the snot out of them. Yeah, we didn't have time for them before, but we do now. And so we will go get ourselves a trio of vile Hippo Serfs to beat the crap out of. Starting with one right over here. Disembark from the chocobo, and to arms. To arms, good sir, for victory is required of us. Let's take it all the way to the bank and get the first Hippo Serf slain. It's gone. Alright, now over to this side, where we will find two more in our midst. On this snowy evening here in Coerthas. But then, when is it not snowing in Coerthas? Just have to put that out there. Launch! There we go. Keep up the good work, and soon we will have our victory. You're gone. One more to go. Hey there, Hippo Serf. Yeah, unfortunately, you don't look like a hippo. And there's no water to surf on. All the water here is snow and ice. And there we go. That's our 3. Let's go back to Udelik. And away we go again. Back into the clearing over this direction. And enjoying the beautiful, awesome music of riding chocobos. Definitely among my most favorite scores in the game. Yeah, and I'm actually over 2,000 HP, which is awesome. 2,000 max HP, that is definitely good. Alright, Udelik. Slain, fled, and dressed, I see. When you have a chance, you ought to see Snowcloak itself to the west.
There was a road there into West Coerthas, but after the calamity the cold came, and with it a wall of ice too thick to penetrate. We must find our way past the ice wall, and that is why we are here. Cut off from the west, we are but half of ourselves.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. But hopefully my assistance has helped you with your situation. And none of these gears are really going to help me because, yeah, I'm not a gladiator or a warrior. So we're taking 3,000 gil. And Orderlick has another challenge we can take on. Let's see what she has. Level 40, entitled Way Too Into You. Orderlick is seeking aid for a rescue attempt.
Never has the course of research shown smooth at Snowcloak. We are bedeviled by sprites for one. I suspect the sprites are to blame for our latest problem. A researcher on our sample drilling duty has let you turn into camp. The sprites delight in tormenting some more than others, and, well, he's just one of those fellas. Will you rush to his rescue?
Yeah, I believe we can do that. Where is your person? Oh, okay, he's actually at the base of Snowcloak itself. Then, away we shall go. Yeah, now the Snowcloak, the way it's built, it's like a maze. You're gonna have a bit of a time trying to figure out where exactly you need to be standing, where you need to move, where to transition over to. So, don't be surprised if you find yourself getting a bit frustrated doing this on your first attempt, especially since you'll have to deal with enemies that are riding on the surface here. Yeah, there are enemies riding these cliffs, and so you gotta take them out while you're here. That is a mandatory thing to do. Alright, it's gone. Now let's see if we can get ourselves higher and higher. I see the person I need to get to. And we can see a perimeter that needs to be breached, so let's breach it. And get our piece of the ice sprite. Let's beat up the ice sprite that's been tormenting this poor soul. I love the chocobo when it kicks the way it does. That's just so cool. And launch. One more to go. Gone. There we go. Alright, let's speak with the whey-faced researcher. But I gotta ask the question, why would this person have their face covered in whey?
You saved me? You're my best friend. Let us return to the camp together. Oh, you have something dangerous to do first. Alright, I'll just see you later.
And so, away they go. Back to Orderlick. And boom, with a thud. So let's go and give the good news to Orderlick while avoiding the Baritime Crocs. Yeah, because we've already beaten those guys and added them to the hunting log of my Lancers Guild log. Yes, we're into the final phase of that log. Alright, Orderlick.
Welcome back, Edie. I just spoke with that web face. I made certain he understands you are a busy man also. Thanks to you, we can busy ourselves with our mission. There will still be much hardship, but with your help, we shall find a way through the ice wall.
Well, not unless they make a new patch that allows me to do so. And possibly explore new territory, because as it stands right now, we're only limited to what we have. So let's take Lancefar's next challenge. Well, in this case, it's his first. He has a level 40 challenge entitled, When a Man Loves a Woman. Yeah, I couldn't resist. Michael Bolton, eat your heart out. When lovers call, an adventurer must answer. For along with art, truth, and justice, love is one of life's great adventures. Will you hear Lancefar's plea?
You are our new protector, is that not so? I must have your help in laying something to rest. There are bodies entombed in the ice over there to the west. When the freeze came, the folk of Falcon's Nest fled, but not all of them in time. One of them was my wife. To search for the curse of my beloved among folk I knew all my life, 'tis more than I can bear. I beg you to go in my stead. Here's a pick, find her for me, and bring back her ring of truth.
Yep. So now we got to prize something from a lady's cold, dead hand. And in this case, it is literally. She is dead, she is cold, and it is on her hand. So I do believe that, once again, we have to climb for this one. Yeah, because I believe she is positioned in a particular place. Just need to make sure that I remember where. Oh. Alright, I'll jump then. Alright, there we go. Yeah, because now we can climb higher. There we go. Oh, I have to disembark from the chocobo again because I can't fit through. As this sits, well, we can find out in a moment. Okay, yeah, there it is. Over there. Ew. So let's go ahead and take you out. And dispose of you. Alright. You're gone. Can I make this jump? Yes, I can. That means we get our hands on this Baratine Croc, and then we can go ahead and get that coveted ring. Let's stick it to this crocodile that I do not understand how it is surviving considering it is a reptile. I mean, it's very peculiar that a crocodile can survive in ice cold weather. So let's take the ice pick and extricate the frozen body of this poor lady, and then break off her digits and get the ring. Let's go back over to Lancifer. Yeah, it's a very dirty task, but someone's got to do it. In this case, it was me. Ugh. Now let's weave between you two and make our way over to where Lancifer is, so we can give him the ring he's been searching for. And hopefully this Baratine Croc will back off. You gonna back off yet? You're back off? No, it's still coming. Okay, now it backs away. Yeah, like, leave me alone. I'm trying to deal with some unrequited love here.
You're back so soon. Could you not find her?
Oh, I did.
Ah, that is the ring. The same I slipped on her hand when we were wed. Thank you, adventurer. You are a work of wonders. In my heart, I had not expected to see this again. The freeze came quickly on the heels of the calamity, but there was as yet a narrow defile. The entire hamlet gathered at its mouth, and we began to pass through it to safety. Not even half of us were through before a snowslide struck. In the confusion, her hand slipped from mine. The surge of snow in the crowd carried me to this side, and she was left behind. I left her behind. When a widowed man or woman takes back the ring of Shroth, the dead are free to wed again in the afterlife. She was young still and merry of heart. I would that she finds him yet again, though my heart cries out for her to wait for me.
Well, at least we're able to take care of a noble task for you. So, with that now taken care of, let's go back to New Gridania, because we have now put ourselves over the top in order to get ourselves to level 44, which we have now accomplished, and that means that we can proceed back to the airship and let Mr. Cid know that we are ready for departure. And so that is what we will be taking care of. Yeah, I can't wait to get this day done and proceed to the final day for EDSS as a Lancer in the Realm Reborn. Because once we start into the second phase of this Let's Play, EDSS will become a Warrior Reborn. But I'll explain more about that once we get to that point. For now, our task is to give the okay to one Mr. Cid Garland. So down we go. Speak with Leon Olay. And, yep. Do you wish to proceed to your vessel? Yes, I do. And so now, all that's left is to go back to Cid. And as we can see, once we turn around, he now has, now that we're level 44, the quest available to us to take the last challenge from a primal. And so that is what will happen tomorrow, in the part 1 finale of this Let's Play. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. And when I join you again, we will take Cid's airship and be off to take on the one and only Garuda in the final day of part 1 of this Let's Play. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Navora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.